Yes. What is the next chapter? We completed up to chapter
Chapter
number
5.
chapter number 5 we have completed, right? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So on page number 29 we did the that puzzle that circle the given words in the grid. We did that. We have now see pick out 10 qualities from the lesson which you need to develop to be an attractive personality. So take it as a homework. Okay, you just have to pick some attractive qualities from the lesson. In this lesson, many qualities are given. Like in page number 28, let's learn more. You have many qualities: truthfulness, kindness, politeness. That let's learn more. In that paragraph, you will get many qualities. So you can write any 10 of them which you want or which you have already. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Mm, yeah. Then D, write a story of your own. Beauty is only skin deep. Okay, this you have to write it in your own. Try to write the story. So we will move to the next chapter, set priorities. Chapter number 6, page number
Ma'am,
30. Yes,
ma'am, D.
D, yeah, I told you. D, write a story of your own. Beauty is only skin deep. You can find any means to write this story. You can write your own words. In your own words, you have to write a short story. Okay, can you do that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
In your notebook, you can write a short
Yes.
story of your own. You can take help from Google also, and you can write a story. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now come to the next chapter. Chapter number 6 on page number 30. Page number 30, chapter number 6. Okay. Set priorities. Now let us read this. Many wondered at the success of Ansi.
Yes.
Even her brother Evan used to admire her. He thought she was lucky, but Ansi kept telling Evan that mere luck won't get great success. Big things in life don't come by themselves. Ansi showed Evan how much of hard work was going behind each of her performances. She did her studies regularly. Besides her studies, she read a number of books. The most loved among them was the Young Achiever series. She went to dance and piano classes daily. She visited her friends in the neighborhood once a week or when their birthdays came. She also set apart certain portion of her time for watching the television, playing and relaxing. Now, what is written here? Ansi, she was very successful. She got all the prizes. She was very successful. She was very good in studies. Everything. She was very good at everything: dance, music, studies, and extracurricular activities. She was good in everything. So everyone was wondering at her success. Wondering means they were thinking, how could she gain so much marks? How could she so be? How could she be so, you know, so energetic every time, so studious, so great in all things? So everyone was wondering her success. And even her brother Evan, he was thinking that it was only luck that that his sister is getting good marks and good prizes. But then Ansi told Evan that it is not the mere luck every time which brings success, right? We think that, oh yeah, that boy got that much marks. Oh yeah, he has luck. He is lucky. She is lucky. No, every time luck doesn't work. Like there is something apart than the luck that is known as hard work. Okay, every student who score 90 above, 95% above, that is not only luck. Sometimes it may be luck, but sometimes it is their hard work, their efforts, the efforts they put in to achieve that great thing. Clear? So here also, Ansi told Avin that it is not the luck every time which brings great success. And big things not only come from themselves, they need efforts, they need hard work. So Ansi, he did her studies regularly. She did her studies regularly. Besides studies, she read books. Lot of books she used to read, and the most loved was the Young Achiever series. It is a series of book. Okay, Young Achiever. It is a series of books. many books are there. So she loved reading that. And she went to the dance and piano class, and she visited her friends. And once in a week, she used to go to her friends' homes for birthday parties. And she watched television, playing, relaxing, everything she did. She was a normal child. She was not studious. That she was not like every time studying. Not like that. Okay, she did everything. She went for the classes, the different dance classes and music classes and piano classes every time. But still, she was very good at studies also. Okay, these other classes, other curricular activities did not let her studies go away or did not let her bright future go away. She had a perfectly ordered life, and she knew to give top priority to the most important thing in life. At the same time, she did not totally abandon the matters of lesser importance. They too were accommodated into her schedule in the order of their importance. Nancy set priorities in life and organized her work towards her goal. Her mother wanted to train Evan, so also to organize his activities. She told this story to Ansi and Evan. So Ansi, what she did, she was studious also, and she was into extracurricular activities also. She did not keep them aside, and she was very into all the things, the studies, the dance, the music, and every other activities which was conducted in the school, playing with friends, everything. Like she was not back in any case. She was always forward in every case, whether it's studies or whether it's curricular activities. So their mother, Ansi's mother, Evan's mother, also wanted that Evan should be like Ansi. Evan should also learn something from Ansi, and he should make himself more, more hardworking, more kind, and more responsible person. So their mother, she told the story to Ansi and Evan. So the story starts here, page number 31. The story is starting here. Once a science teacher entered the class with a science apparatus in her hand. She placed the glass jar and other materials on the table. The attention of the students was on the teacher and the table. So, once what happened, a science teacher, she brought some apparatus, science apparatus. What is apparatus? The different types of equipments or tools we can say used in a laboratory. Okay, you can see beaker, a bowl, a funnel, and everything which all is used in a science laboratory. She brought that. So that is apparatus. So she brought all the apparatus in the lab and she placed the glass jar and the other materials on the table. The students were looking on the teacher and the table. They were so eager to know what will happen next, like what is the teacher going to show. She kept the big glass jar on the table a little elevated so that everyone in the class could see. She then called one of the students to come forward. She placed a basket of big stones by the side of a jar. The teacher asked a student to carefully arrange these big stones in the jar. He did not he did to, okay, he did it to the brim. She then asked the class, "Is the jar full?" Most of them shouted in a chorus, "Yes, yes, yes." Okay, so what she did, she brought all the apparatus. She kept the glass jar on a table so that everyone could see them. Okay, everyone would be able to see the jar. See, she kept it in that manner, and she told a boy. She asked a boy to arrange some stones in the jar. In the jar, she asked the student to carefully arrange the stones in the jar. So he did it to the brim, means he did it very carefully and he properly arranged some stones inside the jar. Then teacher asked, "Is the jar full?" Yes, everyone shouted, "Yes, yes, yes, it's full." But a few students said it was not full. The teacher asked one of the students to come forward and fill the jar. He picked some pebbles from the basket and placed them carefully in the gap between the big stones. When he had done it to the brim, the teacher asked again whether the jar was full. Many shouted yes, while few said no. Now what happened? Again, some students told that the jar is not full. So the teacher asked one of the students to come and fill the jar. So this boy, he used his brain. What he did, he used the small pebbles to fill the spaces between the big pebbles. Okay. Then she asked again, is the jar full? Some said yes, some said no. Then the last paragraph. The teacher again called another student and asked her to fill it. She took some sand from another basket and slowly filled the gap in between the big stones and the small pebbles in the jar. The grains of the sand went into every little space in the jar and filled it. Again, the teacher asked the same question, is the jar full? She received the same old answer of yes and no. Now, the third time, she asked a girl and told to fill it. Like it was already filled it with big pebbles and small pebbles, big stones and small pebbles. Then she asked the girl to fill it again. So the girl used some sand which was placed in another basket. She used the sand and she tried to fill the spaces between the pebbles and the stones. So then finally teacher asked again that question, is the jar full? She got the same old answer. Everyone told yes, some told yes, some told no. Then page number 32. She called another student to fill the jar to the brim. He picked up his water bottle and poured some water in the jar. When that was done, the teacher asked again, is the jar full? All the students except one said yes. Okay. So one boy, okay, yeah, one student. She called one student and she told to fill the jar now, like using his or her brain. This girl is filling the jar with a bottle. No, just a minute. Yeah, one boy came and he filled the jar with the water bottle he had. He poured out the water in the jar, and the teacher again asked, is the jar full? All the students said yes, but one said no. One was not saying anything. She then called the student who said no to come forward and fill the jar. He explained that the tiny gaps in the jar can be filled with air if we pump in some air. Yes, now the teacher was happy that the jar was full and nothing more can be placed in. So one boy last he came and he told that the tiny gaps in the jar, which is not filled by the water, can be filled by the help of air. Now the teacher got the perfect answer. Teacher was happy and the jar was full. The teacher called the attention of the students. She said that only half of the experiment was over. Now she emptied the jar and placed the empty jar on the table. She asked the students to do the experiment in the reverse order. Fill the jar with air, water, sand, pebbles, and finally the big stones. The students placed them one by one as the teacher directed. The jar did not have space for all the materials it contained earlier. Half of the pebbles and the big stones could not be placed in the jar. Now, when they used the reverse order, when they were filling the jar in a reverse manner, first air, then water, then sand, then pebble, and then stone, what happened? Half of the pebble and the stones were not placed in the jar. There was no space so that they could put the pebbles and the stones in the jar. The teacher concluded her experiment with this moral lesson for all students. Life is like this jar. There are big things and small things, important things and not so important. The big stones resemble the most important things in life. The pebbles and sand, water, and air represented various things in life in the declining order of importance. If we place the big stone first in the jar of life, it can contain many more things. But if we try to fill the jar with things of lesser importance, the jar of life will not have that space to place the big stone inside. Therefore, dear students, set priorities in life. Place the most important thing in life first and then add the less important things to achieve your goal. It was a nice story, teacher. So she concluded her experiment that life is like this jar. If we place small things first, there will not be space left for the big things in life. But if we place the big things first, we can add small things again and again after, and we can fill the jar of our life. Clear? So the moral of the story was we should set priorities. Okay. All the students, all the people should set priorities in life, that what is important in the life, the smaller things, the less important things, or the more important things. So here, Ansi, in the case of Ansi, she set priorities, more important things. She brought first in her life. Okay, she gave priorities to studies. Then she went for other classes like dance and music, etc. And she filled the life. She filled the jar of her life. So the teacher was trying to say this, that we should set priorities in life. We should give priority to the things which are more important in our life, which can bring us success. So this was the chapter all about. The moral of the story was setting priorities in life. That's the name of the chapter. Set priorities. Okay. Is the chapter clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. So it was a very good and easy chapter, and the example of that teacher, the students, the jar was very good. Okay, you can see the jar. It was filled with sand, then the pebbles, and then the stone. Stone for the stone. Very less spaces was left. Okay, so you may understand from this chapter that we should set main priorities in our life. We should give importance to the things which can bring us more success. Then we should add the things which are of less importance. Now, come to page number 33. Let's learn more. This is the summary of the chapter. Everything in life doesn't have the same importance. There are certain things that are inevitable for building a happy life. But there are also things of less importance which cannot be totally thrown away. Therefore, it is necessary to prioritize them according to their importance. The most important thing should receive the top priority in life. As a student, you are in the effort of building up a beautiful career. Academic studies, extracurricular activities, character building, friendship, play, watching television, and relaxation are the normal activities you involve. More priority and importance should be given to academic studies and character building. Imagine that you have an exam the following day and your friend is calling you for a movie. If you concentrate on the preparation for the exam and put the movie for another day, you are in the right track. Similarly, your elderly neighbor requests you to help her buy her medicine, and your friend is forcing you to play cricket. If you first help your neighbor and then think of playing cricket, you are in the right track. If you have learned to set priorities in life from your young age, you will build a successful and happy life. So this chapter says that we should build our priorities, we should set our priorities in a younger age so that we could live a happy and successful life. Okay, the examples are given. Examples are given here, like if a person is calling to help, if a person is calling us to help them, and a friend is calling us to play cricket, we should set the priority there. We should first help the person who is calling us for help, and then we should go for playing cricket, right? So these are some examples. Okay, during exams also, some students, they used to watch movies at night and they don't study, and later they regret. Later they don't score good marks and they regret and they blame the teachers, right? This happens. So that's why it is written here, set the priorities first. If it is an exam tomorrow, if you are having an exam tomorrow, study for that subject. Okay, make sure that you have gained all the knowledge. You are now thoroughly you are very clear with the topics. Make sure that, and then go for the movie, and then go for playing, like that. So setting priorities is very important. Okay, now we have the exercise. Is the chapter clear to you?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
so we have the exercise. Answer the following. I will upload the answers in the Moodle. Will that be okay? Or should we discuss here?
Ma'am, upload.
Okay, I'll upload, yeah. Otherwise, more time will be wasted here. Otherwise, if we discuss it. Okay. Yeah,
Ma'am,
these are very
in
easy.
evening
Yeah.
you will upload. Ma'am, in evening you will be uploading in model.
Yeah, yeah. At evening, I'll upload after 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock. You can go to the Moodle app. You can search the answers there, and please write it down in your notebooks. Maintain your notebooks, okay? Whenever we are completing a chapter, write the answers. Only, yeah, all the chapters, they only have only 6 to 7 questions. So if you have to write 6 to 7 question, half an hour is also not needed. Okay, half an hour is more. So all the answers are very short, 2 to 3 sentences, 3 to 4 sentences. Very short answers are there. So try to write as soon as possible. I'll upload the answers, and I hope you have written the previous question answers, the previous chapter's answers. Have you written?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Written.
Yes. Yes. So try to maintain the notebook. Write these questions also. Evening, I'll be uploading the answers. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now come. Yes. Any doubts?
No, ma'am.
Ma'am, you are our class teacher.
Yes, I am the class teacher. I am your new class teacher since Dilip sir left the school. So now onwards, I am your class teacher of class 8. Clear?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
So are you happy or sad? Like, I am the
Ma'am,
class
I'm
teacher.
happy.
You are sad.
Happy.
I'm happy.
Oh,
Yes,
why
I'm
you are happy?
happy.
May I know the reason behind your happiness?
Because Dilip sir is too strict.
Oh, he was too strict. So yeah, don't think that I will not be strict, okay? If you don't obey my what I am saying, if you don't obey, I will be strict. But you are listening, you are good children, and I hope that you will do good in your life. You will obey your teachers. That's why I'm not scolding you. And whatever I am telling you, you are listening. So that's why I have not seen you right now. Right? I have not seen you. We are just meeting in an online class every day. So yeah, let's hope for the best. If the schools get open, we will meet soon. And please don't make a chance of making me strict. Okay, be good students.
Ma'am, who will
Yes.
teach us math?
Yes. Who was asking?
Ma'am, who will teach us maths?
Max. Okay, father is finding a teacher for Max. So wait until his reply. Okay, father is finding. He's looking for a teacher for Max and chemistry. We need a teacher, so he's looking for them. So I don't know, like he has founded a teacher or not. Okay, he will let you know.
So,
Yeah.
ma'am, we have to bring our next copy in school.
Okay, so do one thing. Dilip sir taught you max, so the portion which he has completed, do that much, and you have to bring. Otherwise, you can ask. Okay, just a minute. I have to confirm. Okay, nobody is there to check your max copy, right? Okay, just do one thing. Bring it. Bring your copies. Okay, just bring it. We will just discuss. I'll just discuss with father. I'll ask. Okay.
Ma'am, till where
Yes,
Dilip?
ma'am.
Yeah, till the portion Dilip sir completed, there must be some portion which Dilip sir has completed, right?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
yeah, do up to that, and yeah, take guidance from any of your elders if you have confusions or problems, and then do up to that. You can bring the copy. I'll ask father what to do, and then I'll let you know. Okay, we have another classes in this week. Okay, when is your copy submission?
7.
7.
7.
Okay. 7th is your copy submission. I'll ask father, and whatever he says, I'll just text you in the group. You all are in the group, right? In the WhatsApp group. I'll text you there about the copies. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, we have talked much. Now let us come to the study portion, page number 34. We will do the fill in the blanks. Fill in the blanks. First one, the most important thing in life should receive dash priority. Can anyone answer? The most important thing in life should receive. Okay, we will see this from the book. So half of the answer you can get from top priority from let's learn more. In this paragraph, you can get half of the answers. The most it's the 1, 2, 3, 4 fourth line, page number 33. Let's learn more. Fourth line, the most important thing should receive the top priority in life. So write top priority. Are you writing? Are you following me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. And I request you all
Yes,
to,
ma'am.
yeah, please write the question answers in your notebook. Moral science also and biology also. Biology also, we have completed 2 chapters. How much we have completed? I guess 2 chapters. So whatever portion we have completed, write the answers. Okay, from Moodle, take the answers, write them. If any doubt, you can
Yes.
contact me on my WhatsApp number. Okay, you all have my number. You can contact me. Okay, then second question. Certain things are dash for building a happy life. Certain things are dash for building.
Inevitable.
Yeah, certain things are inevitable for building a happy life. Inevitable. Inevitable means we can't avoid them. Okay, we can't avoid them. Inevitable means not avoidable. We can't avoid them. Certain things are inevitable for building a happy life. Place the most important thing in life
First.
first. Okay, right first. Then fourth one, as students you have to give importance to dash and dash.
Studies and curricular activity.
Okay, where is this answer? Just a minute. As a student, you are in for building up a beautiful career. Yeah, studies and other activities. As students, you have to give importance to studies and other activities. Then last one, if you have learned to set priorities in life, you will build a dash and dash life. Successful and
Successful and
happy life.
happy life.
Yeah, successful and happy life. Okay. Have you all written?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, what is third one?
Third one is place the most important thing in life first. FIRST, first.
Ma'am, what is first one?
First one is top, TOP, top priority.
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
second.
second one.
Okay, I'm repeating from the first itself. First one is top, TOP. Second is inevitable, 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 inevitable. Then third one, first, FIRST. Fourth one, studies and other activities. Studies and other activities. Then the fifth one, successful and happy life. Successful and happy life. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then we have C, pick out the important and make a priority chart for your career. So here are some, some options are given: playing cricket, studying well, gossip, attending a personality development course. So there are lot of options given. You have to prepare a chart of your priority. That means from 1 to 10. In the first box, you have to write the top priority of yours. Okay, you have to write the top priority. So among this, what is the top priority of yours? Is it playing cricket? Is it studying well? Is it gossip? Attending a personality? Yeah?
Mhm.
Which one? Studying well? Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So your priority, your top priority should be studying well. So write studying well in the first one. This is a homework for you. You can do it by yourself because I can't set your priorities, right? I am your teacher. I can only guide you. I can't set your priorities. Your priorities should be set by you itself. So you have to do this. So if playing cricket is your first priority, you can write that also. I will not say anything, but it should be studying well for everyone, because that's my piece of advice to you. Studying well should be your first priorities always. Okay, then you can go for others. You can just check the options and write accordingly. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, this you don't have to write in notebook. You pay attention. You have to only write answer the following in the notebook. In every chapter, only answer the following you are supposed to write in the notebook. Fill in the blanks and other things, no need to write. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Ye-
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, just a minute. Okay, so we have completed this chapter also. 6 chapters also over. Now we are left with 7, 8, 9, 10. 4 chapters are left. Now we can complete all these chapters in 4 classes. Then in the remaining class, we will go for biology, right? Are you okay with that? Like we will complete all these 4 chapters in the coming classes. In one class for one chapter, then another class for another chapter. So for 4 days are required. Like in week, you get one class. So 1 week we can complete one chapter. So in 4 weeks we can complete all the 4 chapters. Then we will go for biology chapters in the coming moral science classes. I'll ask father. Are you okay with that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, because we have to complete biology also, and biology is little trickier, little tougher than moral science. Moral science is nothing. We have to just read the chapter, and it is very clearly understood. The chapter is talking about whom and what. Very simple language is used here. But biology is not like that. You have to study some concepts there. So we will take the other classes for biology. I'll ask father. I'll take permission from him, and we will do biology in the remaining classes. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes,
fine.
ma'am.
Yes.
So can we stop? Time is over. We are stopping here. The time. Okay, we have completed. Now in the next class we will do the 7th chapter. So yes, we are stopping here. Okay. Any doubts regarding exams and anything? If you have any doubt, you can ask me right now. Okay.
No, ma'am.
Okay. I've shared the syllabus in
No,
your
ma'am.
group. Class 8 group.
No,
I've
ma'am.
shared the syllabus of biology and moral science. Okay. Just go through the syllabus, learn it, start reading now itself. Don't wait for the exams to come. The exams will be starting from 20th of August. Exams will start most probably. So start learning now itself. Clear? We are stopping?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Yes. Okay, we are stopping.
Yes,
Bye
ma'am.
everyone.
Bye, ma'am.